Alright, what's going on, guys? I'm going to show you one more replay today. And we're going to be in the T95 here. And I forget the name of this map currently. Abbey. So we're going to be on Abbey. And every time I get on this map with this tank, guys, I always have trouble deciding whether I'm going to go left or I'm going to go right, depending on which side I'm on too, right? But going west or going east. And initially I was going to go to the west side, but I decided, no, let's go over and go to the alleyway. Well, I guess they're both alleyways, but to go to where usually the TDs go. Right, and I want to push this line because I know that from a distance, the frontal armor of the T95 is like impenetrable, right? This thing is a moving fortress. And it's a lot of fun to play in that sense, but at the same time it's also extremely slow. And the traverse sucks. Even though my crew is like 130% with case of cola and all that, you know, I still do have trouble sometimes. So we're able to smack a shot in the Centurion there for 623. And my team's able to clean him up immediately. Now, I'm smart here and I stop. I'm going to stop because I know this IS-4 is going to spot whatever's over here. That's exactly what we want to see, guys. Scorpion G. I mean, that's just, you know, that's like shooting at a freaking pancake, you know. It's like Swiss cheese, that tank. And we're able to get a nasty shot on him for 740. Now here I'm careful because I know in my T49, I like to sit in these bushes, right? And they've won the mid, which I'm not happy about because, honestly, on a lot of maps, guys, the middle is what's going to win you the game. You have a lot of shots from the mid on I'd say a majority of the maps. You know, any place in the middle of the map is going to be good to take over, because now these guys have shots this way, they have shots this way, they have shots even going towards our base, which they have to be careful because our TDs can hit them, but they have shots at everything. Even though there's some cover here, these guys that are coming by, or my guys that are coming by here, are going to get picked off, right? And that's why when I'm playing in my T49 or whatever, I always go to the mid. We only had the links go to the mid, so we've lost the mid. So already I'm thinking we're going to lose this game. But in any regard, I'm careful, guys, because up here, you know, you never know what's up there. So I'm kind of poking around and waiting for some spots to see if it's clear to go, because if it isn't, and you can see the Skoda there, they can poke shots at you right from over here. So I'm going to hug this wall, and I ended up just going around, but I'm going to hug this wall so I don't get shots from this Skoda. And you can see the RHM and IS-4 working on this 257 up here. He didn't do a very good job. I'm able to get a snapshot on him there. 191, he's dead. Right? So we're in decent shape right now. The problem is, at least on this side of the map, the problem is that our heavies weren't even outnumbered over here, but just outplayed. Right? And this T10 is going to make a run for it, basically, and not give, you know, these guys, well, I guess you could say he's giving these TDs a chance, but they're also not in a very good position. This SU-130 is too busy poking right at this Skoda, apparently, and he's not seeing that these heavies are going to come around this corner. Luckily, they were able to clean up that AMX there, but, you know, we're going to have problems, guys, because if they win this side of the map, I can't get back. I mean, what can I do? You know, at 20 kilometers an hour, I'm never going to make it back there. So what do? I focus on this side of the map. You know, and the RHM helping me out there. I mean, I want to make sure I didn't get hit in the side there. But, you know, fast forward through this play here, you know, we're just gonna, you know, dive into these guys. And right there, I'm waving my gun around and trying to get him to hit the armor or the gun, or, you know, what have you, because that Jagdpanzer E100 does not have very good accuracy, right? And he hits my gun there, and I'm able to get another shot off at that Jagdtiger. And we are just annihilating these guys over here, guys. And, you know, I'm able to poke and clean up this T28 prototype too as well. And, you know, this is honestly the highest damage game I've ever had in the T95. I don't want to say it's the best game I've ever had because it's not like I really carried the team, but I did do 7,200 damage here, guys. And I could see now that this SU-130, had he been smart, right, guys? Had this SU-130 been smart and played, you know, instead of trying to sit over here and poke at the mid or whatever, if he had just come over here and got shots on the 705A and T10, we might have actually been able to kill these guys, and this would be a different situation now, and we might actually would have been able to pull a win here. But the thing that I always question is, had I gone to the other side of the map, would this situation have been different? Would we have won the game if I went to the west side? And that's what bothers me so much about this map and this tank, is that once you go one direction, you cannot freaking go back, because the tank is too slow and just does not have the maneuverability and does not have the speed to get back to defend or to do what you could do if you were in a light or a medium, right? So this game, however it turns out at our base, is the way it's going to be. There's absolutely nothing I can do about it except just keep, grinding this area of the map, their base and all. And I bounced that shot off his cap. I was really pissed about that because I thought it was a very well aimed shot, but it is what it is. Again, the T95 is super hard to pen. I'm able to get a shot in his lower plate there. And here we have, like I said, guys, why the middle of the map is so important, though I'm like the only tank left after that guy just died. But still, this Skoda has shots on me from all the way in the middle of this map, right? I'm all the way over here on this ridge, like hundreds of meters away, and he has easy shots on me on the side of my tank. Right. So you could see what's happened here. Both their heavies are going to cap, and this Skoda is going to come after me eventually. And what happened here while I was recording, quick side note, for some reason I wasn't able to hit my hockey numbers, so I get tracked here, and I actually have to hold the control and click on this repair kit to repair my track. Still was able to turn on this Skoda and clean him up. Again, 7,200 damage to guys and 700 assist damage. This is my highest damage game in this tank. But we lost the game, so I can't really say it's the best game I've ever played in the T95. I think it's important to win, and certainly we lost this game. And this is why I'm going to emphasize here at the end of this replay, guys, that win rate does not mean a damn thing. I'm tired of so many people thinking that win rate is determined by how good you are at this game. If you're put on crappy teams, you're never going to win a game. You could carry some games, right, guys? But if your team gets absolutely annihilated and it's like a 1-on-8 or whatever situation, there's nothing you can do. You're going to lose the game, guys, unless you miraculously, happen to pull out a win because maybe they do a lot of stupid moves and stupid things and you have a very mobile tank or whatever. But again, guys, I hate the whole win rate discussion because I'm going to do 7,200 damage here and block like 4K too, and we're going to lose. How does that make any sense? If I play a game like that, arguably, like I said, this is the highest damage game I've ever had in this tank ever, and we're going to lose. So don't get caught up on win rate, guys. This is a fantastic game for me, but it's still a loss. It's still a loss, unfortunately.